Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Andersen Acres. Today we're going to discuss collecting and storing the eggs you collect from your chickens. You're not going to collect any eggs from him. That's a rooster. That's Sam. But if you want the best tasting eggs, beyond making sure your hens are properly fed and looked after, which we've discussed in previous videos, there are a few things you can do. First of all, you want to take care of your hens and their nest boxes. Big nose. You want to make sure the nest boxes are clean and filled with appropriate bedding. You want to remove any droppings or soiled nest box material on a daily basis. Big head. You want to collect your eggs frequently, at least twice a day. I'm actually out here at least 4 times a day picking up eggs. That's why you don't often see a lot of eggs sitting around in the videos. I get them really fast. Don't let the eggs sit. You want to grab them, get them in the house, especially if it's really hot or if it's really cold. That'll prevent them from getting crushed or pooped on or from getting eaten. Your hen might eat them. You don't know. So you definitely want to get those eggs in the house fast. Place eggs in a container designed for collecting eggs. Okay, I like these eggs baskets. This is my nice big egg basket. It's a beautiful basket. Mine's red because my son loves red. Okay, you can also do something like an egg apron. This one has really nice big deep pockets, so it can hold up to 12 eggs. If they're big eggs, smaller eggs like my silky eggs, I can put 3 in a pocket, so good for me. So get something like that, or like this. You can just put them in your pockets if you don't have too many, or you can just carry them into the house. That doesn't work for me. I have too many hens. I'm picking up too many eggs at a time. So don't stack your eggs more than 4 deep if you're using a basket. I don't like putting them more than 3 deep, but definitely not more than 4. It'll help prevent breakage. When you do get them into the house, place them in a cool, dry place out of direct sunlight. A dark cupboard is ideal. Eggs that are coated with droppings or other muck should be cleaned pretty quick. Just pick it off or use sandpaper to get it off, just because you don't want to get them wet until you're ready to wash them. Place the eggs in a cool, dry place until you're ready to wash. Keep the fat end up, narrow end down. Okay, especially if you think you might want to hatch your eggs. That's really important. When you wash your eggs, well, this can actually be a subject of a little bit of debate here, but I don't really think there is a debate. There is online. If you go into farm groups, chicken raising groups, you'll get a lot of argument about when you should wash, how you should wash them. It's really not that complicated. Some people do contend that you should not wash them at all. You should store them on the counter until you're ready to use them. You can do that. As long as you wash the egg before you actually crack it, you're fine. It's not really a big deal. So wash your eggs if you want. You don't have to. You can wash your eggs in warm water with a mild soap, and you'll be fine. Just make sure you wash your eggs before you crack them. So even if you are not going to wash them and store them on your counter, wash them before you crack them, just so that the bacteria on the outside of the shell doesn't get into your food. That's Moustache climbing a tree. Rinse the egg off afterwards so you get all the soap off, and then you're ready to go. Sometimes you'll get people who want to wash their eggs as soon as they collect them. Stop following me, you little doll. Weirdo. You can do that too. You can wash... He's bugging my stuff again. But you can absolutely wash your eggs as soon as you collect them. You can wash them, dry them, place them in a container designed for eggs, and store them in the fridge. No problem. Go ahead. Go right ahead and do that. That's Tigger. We love Tigger. I'm going to go here. I think I can see chickens over the fence. So you want to store your washed eggs in the refrigerator. If you washed them, put them in the fridge. It's not debatable there. If they've been washed, they need to now go in the fridge. You can't wash them and then store them on your countertop. We'll go out so we can visit those chickens. That's a horsey. Personally, I like to wash eggs 2 dozen at a time. Okay, we use them quite frequently. So they sit in my mudroom until I'm ready to wash and refrigerate a full 2 dozen eggs. Eggs will last up to 2 weeks on the counter if they have not been washed. Okay? 3 weeks maybe. I wouldn't eat an egg that had been sitting on the counter for 4 weeks. I simply would not. Eggs that have been washed will last for 2 or 3 months in the fridge. So if you do need to keep your eggs longer because you don't eat that many at a time, there's Eric, then you probably want to wash them and put them in the fridge. Okay, it's just a better idea if you don't use a ton of eggs at a time. I use a lot. I bake. If you've watched my videos, you know I bake. So I go through quite a lot of eggs. You can really store them either way. It doesn't really matter whether you wash them and put them in the fridge or whether you leave them on your countertop. So don't let anyone tell you the way you're doing it is wrong. It's totally fine. Is it caught? What you should not do is mix up the two methods. Okay, you do not want to wash your eggs and leave them on the counter or store unwashed eggs in the refrigerator. Washed eggs on the counter or in the cupboard will go bad. They just will. And yes, Arwen's out of the pen. She's chilling out here. Lily is also chilling out here. They're eating the underbrush, or they would be if Arwen wasn't taking a nap. There you go, baby. So, no washed eggs on countertops or in cupboards, they'll go bad. But don't store unwashed eggs in the fridge. The condensation from the colder temperatures could force bacteria through the shell and into the eggs. If you're going to wash your eggs, pop them in the fridge after you do so. If you're not, keep them out of the fridge until you are ready to use them. Come on, baby. Good girl. Okay, come on. No, we're done. We're done that game. She only likes to play that game a couple of times. So it really is simple. Collect your eggs, store them appropriately, collect them quickly, decide how you're storing them, don't mix and match your methods, and don't let people tell you that your method isn't correct, that you shouldn't wash your eggs or that you have to wash your eggs. Both ways work. It's fine. It doesn't actually matter. Okay? So however you want to do it. Not that big a deal. Anyway, that's it for now. We're barbecuing tonight over at Andersen Acres. So we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.